Real estate investing offers two very distinct paths to wealth: the short-term thrill of acquiring and flipping a distressed auction property, or the slow, steady accumulation of passive rental income. But between watching someone pull off a successful deal online and actually executing your own, there is a wall of unforgiving math. Traditional lenders look closely at a borrower's track record. If you have 0 completed deals, they see pure liability and will likely deny the application to protect their own balance sheet. This creates the novice paradox. To secure capital, you need experience. To gain experience, you need capital. Attempting to force entry using high-interest debt breaks the math. A single miscalculated repair budget or bad appraisal can entirely wipe out an investor's savings. The most effective way to bypass this trap is to secure a non-traditional lending partner whose own profitability depends directly on your ability to close and exit the deal smoothly. Long-term success for a beginner doesn't start with scouting the perfect multifamily property. It starts by solving the capital and experience deficit before you ever draft an offer. This is where MK Capital Funding steps in, operating on a hybrid model welcoming you investors, supplying both the funding and the strategic guidance necessary to deploy it safely. The first step is pairing your specific wealth-building goal with the mathematically correct financial instrument. This data matrix maps how these instruments align. Fix and Flip relies on rapid financing, offering 92% loan-to-cost at 8.99%. For passive income, buy and hold DSCR loans offer 80% loan-to-value at 5.99%. Finally, commercial and bridge loans scale up to $100 million. Having access to these capital pools is critical. However, matching a high-interest short-term loan to a long-term rental strategy is a mathematical trap that raw capital alone cannot fix. This mismatch happens because real estate is fiercely local. New York City's market dynamics are entirely different from those in Fort Lauderdale. To prevent those missteps, Kevin Rosenbloom and his team at MK Capital Funding offer free, hands-on coaching services tailored specifically for novice investors. Instead of simply cutting a check, they review the mechanics of your proposed transaction. They help you structure the deal, verifying the repair estimates, the project timeline, and projected exit price. Make strict strategic sense. This level of oversight helps beginners navigate complex closing windows and sidestep the common appraisal and permitting errors that routinely bankrupt first-time buyers. By attaching seasoned expertise to the money they lend, the capital becomes a guided, secure vehicle for generating returns, rather than a dangerous liability. The typical novice investor operates in isolation, relying on guesswork and hoping the market works in their favor. MK Capital Funding replaces that isolation with a supported, functional ecosystem. As a borrower, your daily operations shift. You stop guessing about interest rate impacts and start executing a tightly defined strategy under the watch of an experienced coaching team. Building sustainable real estate wealth requires flexible capital that adapts to your specific property, paired with a lender fiercely committed to your long-term success. Inexperience shouldn't keep you locked out of the market, and a lack of funding shouldn't stop you from building your portfolio. Reach out to Kevin Rosenbloom and his team today to structure a deal that makes mathematical sense. Experience the MK Capital difference by visiting mkcapitalfunding.com, emailing kevin@mkcapitalfunding.com, or calling 347-765-0555.